social.
A call to joy, peace, and discovering of purpose. Right here on Redeemer Television.
On Channel 25.
The home of redemption.
I am the light of the world, so I should shine, because my God is a light. So in order for me to shine, He is the way, the truth. At Redeemer Media Network, to be precise, at Redeemer Television. So I have with me here a blessed poet, a beloved son of the land, who is no less a person but Mohammed Saliu Kamara. So can you please tell us more about yourself?
And of course, I am Mohammed Saliu Kamara, poetically known as Mansfield. I'm so happy to be here today to share with you my poetic skill.
Okay, and we are happy also to have you, and I believe the audience out there are happy to have you here tonight, because we are about to swim in the land of poetry. So, well, before we continue, I am a lover of poem, and I've been loving it. So last night I was convinced and have the conviction to pen down a poem titled I Am a Girl Child. So we will be bringing to you now I Am a Girl Child. Stay tuned and learn and be blessed. I am a girl child, not a god who is to stand still and watch the wrong. I am strong, not for beating and eating, by the strength of that gender and by the words of the society, which makes me feel weak by its words. I am a girl child, I am unique, but the only noticed when it's time for satisfaction of Eve's multiplication, which there will be complication if I fail to comply. I am a girl child. I belong to the society, to a family, to be treated as a member of one. I am a girl child. I won't give up. I will fight through so one day I will belong. I am a girl child. I have a voice. I will use it, not just to cry, but to sing a song one day as a free bird of the compromised stereotype of womanhood. I am a girl child. I have a choice to choose what, where, when, and how I want to go. I won't lose it. I'm the future I am today because I am a girl child. I am a girl child. I am confident. I am bold. I'm not a wood to be cut down and burned down to ash, but a story to be told, a reason to be celebrated, because I am a girl child. I am a girl child. I should be proud of who I am, my gender, and of course, I am. I am free. I am me. I am a girl child. Girl child, well, welcome back from that short break, or shall I say short girl child poem break. So this is just a reminder, or shall I say a bravo to all girl child out there. And yesterday we celebrated International Girl Child's Day. So to all girl child out there, I say bravo to you, and this poem, it's for all of us. Okay, back to you, Mr. Mansfield. Mr. Mohamed Kamara, right, aka Mansfield. Back to you. So I believe you love to be in the poetic field, and you found yourself long time ago. So can you please tell us what triggered those precious fingers of yours, and what gave you the urge to start writing?
Well, if I'm to start, poetry, it is something that I love so much. At first, when I was start writing poem, it was so difficult. But as time goes on, I started develop the skill. I didn't relent. I was going over and over, even though it was tough, but I keep on doing it, and I preserve my pace, because I do believe that as time goes on, I'll be having the skill, I'll be praised in writing poems. So by so doing, I keep on doing it over and over, because I want to change the world. I want to unite the world with the power of my hand to write and stain the page with ink.
Okay, nice to hear such from you. But I just want to know if you once had a mentor, or if you already have somebody that you're mentoring, or that you love. Say it's because of John, it's because of the way John read his poem, because of the way John writes his poem, that triggers me, that connects me, that through his poem, through his way of living, opened the way or paved the way for me to know my identity. So there are so many people that are writing. As for me, I love writing, but that doesn't mean I'm a poet. So what's really empower you or trigger you again?
All right, so I have a mentor by the name of Lansana Jibril, whom I call the poetical giant, because whenever he wants to write a poem, he has so many skills. You know, whenever he pens a poem, you know, people will see the poem as something fascinating. So I met him, then I had a word with him. So due to the way he speaks, then I decided to mentor him, because he has the ability of writing poems. So because of that, I was triggered. I was finding it interesting. So I started writing poem by the way he do things whenever he wants to write about certain things poetically.
Okay, I love the word "I was." So which means it's not a journey that has just started. It has been years, and it has really taken you this far. So can you please tell me how far or how many poems have you penned down?
Well, I started writing poem when I was in JSS 2. So from that time to now, I've written 200 poems.
Wow,
Yeah.
I'm really, really impressed. And I also want to know what's the magic to such amounts? 200 poems. Wow.
Well, I'll first say passion, because you can never do something without having the passion. Once you develop the passion, then there is a tendency for you to do such things. You can do the impossible to be possible. You can do something that you know it is impossible, but because of the passion, trust me, you will see it possible. So because of I developed the passion, then I'm able to compose that kind of amount of poem.
Okay, it's really, really, really a talent, or should I say?
Yeah, it's a
Am I
talent.
correct? It's a talent.
Definitely.
Because from SS2, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah.
You've been starting writing those poems, and up to date, you've gotten 200 poems. Oh, wow. What a blessing it is! It's a really a big wow. So, and you've already told us what's the magic towards it. So you've written 200 poems. Is it that you love to continue, or it's just for a period of time? Because some people will say, this thing, it's because I was at this age to this age, but as far as now is concerned, I'm no more interested in it. I've listened people saying that, and there was a time even me, I was kind of an example. So are you trying to leave the school of poetry along the line, or will you be continuing?
Well, I think I'll continue because it is something that I've devoted to. I've devoted my life to poetry. So by so doing, I'll be using my skill poetically to talk to people, to change people's mindsets, to advocate for people. I will use my poetic skill to unite the world, as I said earlier on, that I wanted to use, and I will use it in order to preach the gospel truth about certain things that are happening around the world by using my figurative language, literary terms. I pen it to convey the information, a message to people out there for them to be, that kind of positive. I'll shift them from negative to positive.
Okay, that's very good of you, which means you're not just being selfish here, you just don't want to, I love writing, but you also seeing the needs and trying to communicate to people, that I believe. Okay, that's very good of you, Mr. Poet. And can you please take us through like your favorite poems you've written, as you cannot you cannot love all the poems at the same time, or shall I say equally. So can you please tell us what's your best poems?
Well, for tonight, I'll be reciting my prosperity feats.
Okay, please, don't be in a rush. Like I will say, the among the 200 poems that I've written, I love those one that contains love series. I love those one that contain motherhood. Those one that contain African, how Africa is suffering, African are suffering and all. So I just want to know the type of poem that you love.
Well, I love African poem anyway, because it's our beloved continent. So by talking about Africa, it has to do with the natural resources that we are having, the beauty, and all the things that Africa have. So by so doing, and I love to pen it, convey the richness or the resources that Africa have, and the beautiful women around the continent Africa, and the people. Africa is a continent that full of mineral resources, beautiful people, and positive mindset people. Yeah.
Okay, that's very good, and it's a bravo to you. So how do you get the inspiration of writing African poems?
Well, I got the inspiration because I was an art pupil when I was in high school. I did history, and the white men they are kind of ungodly. They maltreated the blacks. They see the blacks as empty trash. So by so doing, I was thinking of saying that no, the blacks are strong, they are mighty, they are intelligent, they can do more than what those white men can do. So by so doing, I developed the love of writing poetry for Africa, because I want to tell those European countries to know that, or continents to know that Africa is not what we are thinking or what they are thinking. We are more than what they are thinking. We are strong. We can do things for ourselves. So by so doing, I developed the skill, or not just the skill, the passion to write about Africa, to convey the information that we can do much more than enough, as those white men we are thinking of us being weak or something like that anyway.
So, how long do you want to be in the arena of poetry?
Till infinity.
Wow, I think you deserve a bravo for that, and a bravo to you. Till eternity. So, which means it's a talent, and you're not just using the talent for your own selfish gain, but you're also using your talent to preach to others, meaning to teach others, to educate others. That, I guess. So, can you please give me some aroma, or can you please just say a 1 or 2 poem for me?
All right,
for
yeah,
the
I'll be glad to recite a poem, and this one is my favorite poem, and the title is My Prosperity Fades. So should I continue, or should I start reciting it?
Of course.
Oh wow, okay, now you can sit still and feel the aroma of my voice. When I recite poetry, my voice is aromantic anyway. So I start. This one, the title is My Prosperity Fades. I cried, no tears left in my eyes. I am feeling the agony, the joy has frozen like ice, and I ask why nobody was there to reply. I tried to shadow the pain, but no way to reconcile a journey with 1,000 miles in search of prosperity in an eternity. I was so happy, but it later turned out to an infinity calamity. So why? What have I done to see the sun lost in a clamory way? The river runs in the minds of voyage and unfaithful sail. I behold my integrity. The wind makes the ocean waves sink in pain. My prosperity fades. What have I done? I'm asking a question in a form of a song to know what's wrong. Oh Lord, you knows much. My mama cry when she find out there is no space in my heart. It has occupied with marathons of pain that makes me too insane in a mysterious world where raindrops and drain. What have I done? I'm still re-emphasizing for the sake of an emphasis for so long in order to stop this crisis, but the pain is still knocking on my door, a terrible trepidation that makes me to pay the fees of disease and deceiver. I can't withstand this agony, it's so expensive, but I believe one day I'll receive. What have I done? I'm asking again and again for the pain to feel my strain, but I believe God will show me the way. Inshallah, I'll be freed from the shackle of a horrible pain, and to lift my hands to touch the sky. I still remains to ask why, until my prosperity touches my heart and shine. What have I done to see my soul running after the pain? I can't figure it out, so I pay the price. Nature man told me that it is a pain in disguise. I can visualize happiness. Oh no, what a surprise. What have I done? Nothing. But I believe there will be success in the heart of something. All my suffering will be an eternal blessing. So I keep on praying restlessly to God, because He is in charge of everything. Yeah, my prosperity.
Wow. Bravo to you. Okay, don't forget that you're watching us live at Redeemer Television on channel 25, and also at our Facebook and YouTube platform at Redeemer Media Network. And very soon we will be saying tata, and we'll be saying goodbye for today's edition. But before we say goodbye, I would just want you to give a word of advice, a word of encouragement, because there are people out there, especially at your age, who love to pen down their expression, their personality down, but they can't because of fear and because of worries. So as a poet that has been a poet since SS2, just 2 minutes, what's your take about them? What word of advice or encouragement would you really love to give to them?
First, I will start by saying that poetry, it's beautiful. Poetry, it's pleasurable. So as a young one there who loves to write, but he or she is afraid to write, or because of he or she is afraid of criticism. In life, if you want to develop in what area that you are porous, you have to accept criticism. So my advice for you, if you know that you are good at writing stories, poems, all the stuff, you just have to build up the pace. Give a try. When you give a try, the sky is your limit. Do the needful, and surely you will reach to the climax that you are yearning to go. So my advice for you, please unleash your potential. If you know that you are prowess in writing poems, stories, don't be afraid. Write a poem or story, go to people that are having the experience or having the knowledge more than you, for them to critique you, for them to look at certain things or errors that you did. So by so doing, that will develop your skill. But don't never be afraid or ashamed of meeting people, showing your works to them in order for them to do critiques. So my advice for you, stay composed, do what you love, then surely the sky will be your limit. Thank you.
You're welcome, and thank you too. Indeed, do what you want to do what you do best, because that little thing that you see as little thing is a thing that somebody out there wants to do. Yeah. It's something that somebody out there admires admire you doing, and it educates them, it builds them up. I hope I'm right. Yeah. Okay, this is Poetry Corner, and Sia Elizabeth Esse have been your host for today's edition of Poetry Corner, which has always been here for you every Friday, 8:30 to 9 o'clock. And today, Mohamed Saliu Kamara, aka Man in the Field, Mansfield, has been our guest for today. So we say tata, and this is how we say stay blessed. Continue to listen and continue to be with us at Redeemer Television, channel 25, and also at Redeemer Media, and at Facebook and YouTube. Stay tuned, continue to listen, continue to be with us. God bless you. Have a nice time.
This is a clarion call, a call to redemption.
A call